Every Tuesday and Thursday, I do a digital extension of this show on YouTube called Hot Take with Jesse Weber. And we just finished an episode a few hours ago. We're going to carry on a conversation just a bit on this, by the way. Antarctica's first dinosaur bone was found in a drawer after 40 years. It's crazy, right? We'll get to that. Right now, I've got a great panel who's going to keep their thumb on the pulse, who are ready to give their hot takes on some hot topics currently in the headlines, trending on social media. And I mean hot, literally about the heat. New York Mayor Zohran Mamdani is being roasted online right now for asking New Yorkers to set their thermostats to an arguably warm 78 degrees. Says the power grid is working overtime, your AC's not helping. His critics are saying, welcome to socialism, because the temperatures are hitting nearly 100 degrees outside. The second topic sounds a little hyperbolic, but it might be true. One of the most anticipated weddings of the century, yes, I'm talking about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, might or might not be happening tomorrow at Madison Square Garden. The reports of a rehearsal dinner for 100 people tonight at Infosys Theater. They're making headlines. Is this secrecy all sweet and romantic, or is it creating a real issue for New Yorkers? Oh, and if you're wondering, MSG isn't going to be exempt from Mayor Mamdani's temperature suggestions. And finally, hot takes on German fitness influencer Etta Elisa's outfit that Lufthansa Airlines thought was just too hot to fly, accusing her of being, quote, naked in her black biker shorts and sports bra, refusing to allow her to board the plane. For what it's worth, Europe is also going through a catastrophic heat wave right now. So let's get into it. Joining me now, Donna Bowling, host of the Daily Dose of Donna podcast, Dana Kennedy, senior reporter with the Daily Mail, and Gigi McKelvey, host of the Pretty Lies and Alibis podcast. It's great to have you all here. Donna, I'll start with you. Start with Mayor Mamdani asking residents to turn the AC dial to 78 degrees. Is it reasonable? Is it socialism? Look, on one hand, right, doesn't the Department of Energy say that's the standard 78? But, I mean, he's a democratic socialist, so it gives this idea of the collective activity with managing resources. It's a bad optics. Your thought?
I mean, I wore my tank top because I am doing it in solidarity from Los Angeles. Just kidding. 78 degrees is insanely warm, in my opinion. Like, it's enough to make someone crazy. And I think that, you know, I'm not so against coming up with, you know, please be mindful, only turn on your air at certain hours or only do this. But 78 is a really high number. Have you ever just tried to sit in a 78-degree room without intentionally trying to sweat?
No, it's my hair. I can't deal with it. Dana, over to you. I think a lot of people would say, yeah, any other politician, but, you know, he's a democratic socialist, and coming from him, I think it's an issue larger than just the heat. Your take?
Well, yeah, he really opens himself up to be a real target. I mean, I think Congressman Nancy Mace had the best quote of all when she said this is an act of war against women in menopause. I don't know, but I am reporting live from Midtown Manhattan as we speak, and my AC is about set at 69. Sorry, Mamdani. And I'm still feeling sweaty as I'm talking to you here.
It's oppressive. Gigi, give you a little point on this one.
Yeah, look, I'm going to say this. If my house was 78 degrees, you would be covering me on this show because I kill somebody. And touching on the menopause that she just talked about, you throw in a hot flash in there, it's a recipe for disaster. I'm happy to unplug things, but my AC is going to be always set at 66 in the summer.
Fair enough.
You can hang meat in my house.
All right, let's switch over to Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift, Donna. Romantic, doing it maybe at MSG, promotional stunt. Your thoughts?
It feels insane to me. I cannot believe that this actually is happening at MSG, because when it was first being kind of thrown around, people were like, there's no way. That is so tacky. That feels so, you know, not intimate, etc. But it seems like she is putting on a full-on show. I saw that, like, Bon Jovi may be performing, Stevie Nicks, this and that. It's kind of like a massive show. It's very Taylor and Travis.
Well, Dana, it's taken a lot of police officers, right? They're having to close
139
streets.
to be exact.
Yeah.
139.
Is this you know, having fun at the expense of New Yorkers? Are they?
I can't even imagine, frankly, as someone who has spent 2 days in front of MSG in 100-degree temperatures, I digress. I can't imagine it's fun for anyone. I mean, I'm with everyone. I'm a Swiftie, but I think as the Daily Mail is reporting now, she's turned into a bit of a bridezilla. I mean, she's shutting down traffic around MSG. all these cops, even though, to be fair, I think she and Travis are paying for the 139 police officers, but like the cops are taking away phones from people. They're getting mad at people that are, Swifties that are standing outside.
Yeah.
It's kind of a mess. And again, as someone who loves her, I really think she's fantastic. I think she's jumped the shark. I don't get this in any way, shape, or form.
Well, she wants to keep it seemingly hidden from paparazzi. Gigi, it's fine. They're just going to keep the MSG at 78 degrees, right?
Yeah, that's not happening at all. Look, I'm a Swiftie myself, and congrats to Taylor and Travis. Look, they have the money to hold it there. They'll have the security they need. And I do want to point out, just this week, Taylor and Travis have donated $26 million to food banks, including New York City, Kansas City, disaster relief, children's hospitals, education, non-school or after-school programs. So in spite of the hoopla around the wedding, they have done good for millions of people with their generosity that they did not publicize, but the organizations themselves. So
Glad you pointed that out. Listen, I'm not going against the Swifties. I'm not attacking that. Real quick, I want to get to the
Not a good
plane.
idea.
Real quick answers. Donna, plane, who's right?
I don't understand why you would ever want to go on a plane half naked, but I still think she has a right to. She wasn't covered up. I just don't get it.
Well, Dana, I mean, look, you start with allowing this. You got people taking their shoes off. You want everybody in that kind of outfit? I don't know.
Well, I mean, Lufthansa has obviously not flown domestic in the U.S. where people were like beach towels and Crocs all the time. So to me, she's well dressed.
Gigi, you get the final word.
Look, rules are rules, and they've come out and said they have rules about what you can wear, and they specifically said if we have an accident on the 1% chance and you have to go down that slide in those little short shorts, your legs are going to be screaming. So, you got to follow the rules. They're everywhere, and I don't think there should be any difference for anybody who's on social media.
You know what it did? Brought a lot of attention. Brought a lot of attention to the airline, maybe that they didn't want. Brought a lot of attention to her. Listen, I love this. I got to have all you back. So we're going to do it again. Donna Bowling, Dana Kennedy, Gigi McKelvey, thank you all so much. And I know you're all going to be going to the Taylor Swift wedding tomorrow, so I hope you guys all enjoy, really. Seriously.
I'm getting ready.
Perfect. Fantastic. Good seeing you all. Thanks so much. Happy July 4th.